Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you are all doing very well. Today I have a very special guest with me. It's Husam. Husam, thanks for joining. I know this has been kind of a long time coming thing, but you're here, we're here. So I think this is going to be an interesting one. So everyone who has joined, I think you're in for a very special treat. How are you
Thanks
doing?
for having me. Thanks for having me. And like you said, it's been a long time coming, but it's better to arrive late than to never arrive. So I'm happy. I'm happy we're finally here and we can do this collaboration.
Yes, true, true. How are you doing? You said it's very hot where you are, so.
Yes, it's very hot, and that's the reason my face is red right now. I'm not actually a red-skinned man, but this is my face because it's 900 degrees over here. So whenever you guys are complaining about the heat, like this, the heat, your heat is my winter. So this is real heat for me.
I get you, I get you. Hi, Rahul. Hope you are doing well. Hi, Ellen. Fasten your seatbelts. Yes. Should we just go straight into it? And
Yes.
before we do, I just wanted to remind everyone to be kind and not to bully each other on Twitter, because as you all probably know, we've been through some shit lately. So just remember, it doesn't take a lot to be nice. If you don't agree with an opinion, it's fine. Just don't agree. Don't get personal. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So, Husam,
Yes, Zani. Is
couple,
it Zani?
it is.
Zani. Okay, good, good, good.
Couple of days ago, I was standing on my rooftop, and then I get these notifications that Adrian has signed a new contract extension for 2 years. So let me know what you think about it.
I think it's a disgrace that Adrian still is at Liverpool Football Club. Like, if we don't have any sentiments and we actually we're actually run properly, he would have been like literally just gone after the Atletico game because I'll never forgive him for that game. We would have 100% won the double if it wasn't for Adrian. If Allison was in goal that game, we are 100% through and we would have beaten Bayern Munich in the final easily because we were unstoppable that season, and you remember that as well. We were absolutely incredible. Now people are saying third choice, fourth choice, whatever. Here's the thing: Allison is an injury-prone keeper, and so is Kelleher. So even if Kelleher does stay, listen, this will be 100 times angrier for me if Kelleher leaves on loan. That for me is like, nah, I'm done with this. Because if Kelleher leaves on loan, then it's just a piss take. Like it can't be. So if Kelleher is second keeper, I'm cool with that. But Adrian can't be second keeper. Adrian can't be third keeper. Adrian can't be fourth, can't be fifth, can't be sixth, can't be seventh, can't be the tea person, can't be the guy who makes the food, can't be the guy who makes coffee. We just, Adrian, it doesn't belong with Liverpool Football Club anymore. And the thing is, I just want to say this. Like, when you have high standards, because I want my club to win the league, I want us to win the Champions League, I want us to win all these trophies and tournaments and everything. And with Adrian in goal, I don't care if it's Carabao Cup against Lincoln away, he is susceptible to mistakes, and that's my problem with it. Like, and as soon as in the beginning you're like, be kind and stuff, and as soon as you just say like a player isn't good enough, or you just say your opinion, people will just tag 18 other people and start attacking you and stuff. This is my opinion. Adrian is not good enough. Adrian isn't good enough for West Ham, so how is he good for us? I don't know.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think this was the first contract extension he had in his whole career. So that's a bit of an interesting fact. And before these things were announced, like there were rumors going around that he's leaving, like he wants to go back to Spain and stuff. And it was a bit of a shock for me as well. Like after, I thought he was okay-ish when he played those 11 or 10 games in the Premier League. I thought he's decent. Like Ali is gonna play most of the games anyway, so he's fine. But after that game against Atletico, like I couldn't sleep. I was so pissed off because we were playing so well. Like we deserved it. I think this was like the most unfair result in recent years in football, because literally they had 3 attacks, 3 goals, and it was just straight given. Adrian given a pass to opposition, they score, or he made just a horrible mistake in the goal. So I think like even players don't trust him. Like the situation with Gomez he had. Everyone looks shaky when he's in goal, and I feel very shaky when he is in goal. So that was my whole reasoning behind saying he is not good enough to be second goalkeeper. If he is third, I can live with it, but then I hope that he doesn't really play a game, I think, this season. Because as weird as it maybe sounds, I definitely trust Kelleher more than I trust Adrian. But I don't think
Kelleher is a better keeper as well. Forget his age. Remember when we played Ajax away and we won 1-0, we kept a clean sheet? Kelleher was in goal that game. So he literally went to like, and Ajax are no joke. Like they're European giants. Like they've won the tournament 3 times, I think, or twice or 3 times or whatever. So like he's not like a joke goalkeeper. He's good. Kelleher is good enough to be our second keeper. And I won't complain if Kelleher is our second keeper. But
yeah.
Adrian, like the thing is, it's not just the Atletico game. I remember as well in the FA Cup against Chelsea that season, where he just passed it to the Chelsea player and they come and score. And the same thing, man. Like with the 7-2 as well that Rahul has mentioned. It's just too much. It's just too much. It's not someone you can rely on, not someone you can depend on, and that's the problem.
Yeah, like that's the thing, because the back line, the goalkeeper, the center backs, if you are confident in them, your whole game will flow, because you are confident that if you give the ball back, or when you give the ball back, they're going to deal with the situation. But like, we also don't know what's going to be the center back situation next year. We don't know how Van Dijk, Gomez, Matip will come back from their injuries. Konate is a new player. He will have to get used to it. And imagine, like, touch wood, if something happens to Alisson, and then we have Adrian in goal.
I didn't just touch wood. I'm about to break wood. I hope Alisson. I want Alisson to stay like the thing. I want him to stay injury like free the entire season, because I'm not ready for any more like injuries and stuff, man.
No, so yeah, it's a bit of a shocker, especially he's 34. When he leaves Liverpool, he's gonna be 36, so he's still gonna be potentially playing for us as a 36-year-old, very mediocre goalkeeper. So I'm not sure what was the reasoning behind it. I know that he is a big figure in the dressing room, but so is like the dining lady everyone talks about in like the center. So
anyone could be a big figure in the dressing room. Like me and you can be in the dressing room and make people laugh and stuff. That doesn't change the fact that when we go on the pitch, we're not good enough. And that's the thing with Adrian. Like and you know what makes it worse? The fact you just mentioned that it's a 2-year contract, not even a 1-year contract. So we're stuck with this guy for the next 2 years. I personally think Klopp doesn't want him. I genuinely think so. But FSG probably came to him and were like, we're not going to spend money on a keeper, blah, 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 blah. So let's just keep this guy as third option and you can have Kelleher as second option or whatever. That's Adrian is genuinely just not good enough. He's just not. Once again, I just go back to my last statement when I first spoke. He's not good enough for West Ham. So why is he good enough for Liverpool? Someone explain it to me.
Yeah, well, he wasn't good enough for almost any of the teams he played, because he had his contract, then he left. So I don't want to be like mean to him, like nothing personal. It's just what I think of him as a player, and I see Liverpool as, if not the best, then one of the best football clubs in the world, not even England. So all the players need to be up to that standard. Of course, like if second, third goalkeeper, yeah, whatever, but still, they have to be quite high level. So
even if it's third keeper, why shouldn't we even have high standards for a third keeper? When you look at the other teams, Caballero is the third keeper for Chelsea, and Romero was the third keeper for United, and City have good keepers as well. Like, so it's not like Scott Carson, who's 95 years old, is better than Adrian. So it's not like, it's not like third choice keepers are okay to be shit. Like there are a few good third choice keepers like Caballero, like Romero, and these are the teams we compete with. So it's not like the third choice keeper will never play. He could play in an injury circumstance or something, like, God forbid, knock on wood one more time, if Alisson gets injured and then like Kelleher steps up and then Kelleher gets injured, so then Adrian plays. That's the thing. So it's not, because Kelleher and Alisson are both injury prone players, so it's not like they've never had injuries before. They've had injuries, and I'm just sick of it, man. I'm just sick of it. It's this whole penny pinching, like spending one, like not wanting to spend money and all this sell to buy thing, and I'm just sick of it. I'm genuinely just sick of it.
Yeah, like I don't agree with this policy as well. I think for a club of the size Liverpool is, that is just, that's not on. Like it's completely wrong. You should be willing to spend money to get good players rather than only buy players when you sell someone good. We're always gonna have good starting 11. That's fine, but you can't run those players into ground. Like look at Robo, how many games he played. Genie, how many games he played non-stop all the time for national team, for Liverpool. There needs to be someone who can step into their place, and of course they can be a bit lower level because they're not the starting 11, but like they need to be really good, and it can't be that Robertson goes out and then someone like Tsimikas comes in, because first of all we don't even know like plays or anything. Like he played what 3 minutes. So first of all, what was the point of buying him? I know that many people are saying it's because of the center back situation and we needed the stability, but we need to be, as the biggest club in the world, we need to be ready for situations like these and need to have players who can step in someone else's shoes when it's needed.
I think Tsimikas, if you check his location on his phone, he's probably in Klopp's basement as we speak right now. He's not had the chance to play. Obviously, I know he's been unlucky with the injuries and stuff. And look, Edward, here's the thing. Everyone just keeps mentioning wages and money and stuff. To get where if we're talking third choice keeper, you're not gonna spend more than 5 million. So it's not like you're gonna spend 50, 60 million for a third choice keeper. You can spend 5 million and less, and the guy doesn't need to be on 9 million a week. He can be on 50 to 60k a week, the same of what Adrian is on. So let's not act like the third choice keepers are now suddenly like a rare thing in world football who need to be paid 500k a week and cost 900 million. Like you can get a good third choice keeper for cheap and for low wage, and there are many examples. Romero, who is now a free agent, you could go and sign him as a third choice keeper, or make him even second choice keeper and have Keller be the third choice keeper. So there are many different things. Like with Adrian, my problem is it sets the standard as well. Like you said, basically Adrian has come in, cost us two trophies, no cap, FA Cup and Champions League, cost us both of them, and just because of that, like he should have left if we have high standards and no sentiments. But because he saved the shit Tammy Abraham penalty that was shot right at him, we're just gonna keep like feeding him good till he leaves this club, like just based on him saving a penalty. There have been so many horrible keepers who have saved penalties. Jersey Dudek saved us penalties in the Champions League final, and then he got sold 2 years later. So it's not like, keepers are like, oh wow, he saved a penalty, he won us the Super Cup. Tammy Abraham's penalty was horrible. It was shot down the middle. So let's not give Adrian like, oh, he saved it from the 90th corner and stuff. Like, no one cares, man. Like, okay, you won us the Super Cup, thank you, but then you cost us two bigger trophies. So I'm never gonna forgive you. And my problem is it basically like sends a message to the squad that you can make mistakes and stuff and still be there. And we're still gonna just be like, oh, let's sing each other's names and stuff. Ferguson, when he dominated England, had zero sentiment. He got rid of Roy Keane, he got rid of Beckham, he got rid of all these players. So it's not like you just keep the players for sentimental value. At some point in time, we're going to have to move on. It's going to be hard to see. Mane or Salah or Firmino, one of them has to go, but it's going to be hard to see. But they're all approaching their 30s now. So it's not like they're going to play for us forever and you're just going to keep saying, oh, this guy scored this many goals 5 years ago. You can't have sentiment in football.
And I think football moves on. It moves on, like things change all the time. So you can't rate someone on the performances they were having, for example, 2 years ago or a couple of games ago. No, a couple of games ago is fine, but like game 2 years ago, game 3 years ago. No, all what depends is what happens now, how you've been like right now, because things change. For example, for Mane as well. Like he's a brilliant player. I love Mane, but like this season he wasn't playing well, and if next season he's not playing well as well, he will need to be moved on. As bad as I feel to say this, but he is a top player, and I'm just using him as an example. But if things don't change, you can't be sentimental. And I know that Klopp gets sentimental at times. Like he didn't want to let potentially Origi go. He held on to Shaqiri. He really likes Ox, so he's kind of holding on to him. But sometimes I think you need to let those players go and find new ones, because that's the only way how you're gonna grow and how you're gonna win trophies, in my opinion.
I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to put a comment up which you might like.
Go for it. Go for it. Say what you want about FSG, but they're investing in the long-term future of the club with stadium expansions. Ricky, simple as, what trophy does a stadium expansion get you? Tell me, please. Are we going to hold up the stadium expansion trophy now, or are we turning into Tottenham? We have a big stadium. Are we turning into Arsenal? We have a big stadium. I don't care if Anfield is 10,000 in the crowd only. I don't care. I don't care if it's 100,000, 500,000. What I want is my club to win trophies. What I want is for us to win the Premier League one more time, to win the Champions League, to win all of that. Like, that's what I want. It's a stadium expansion. Thank you so much, FSG. But at the same time, they furloughed staff. They wanted to be part of the European Super League. They wanted to do so many negative things to the club. So let's not act like they are perfect people and they're incredible and they only do incredible stuff for the club. No, there are a lot of negatives of what they've done. And when you look, for me, the one time that tore me up was after the European Super League thing, and before we played Leeds. Klopp's interview. They literally hung him out to dry. Klopp was like about to cry in that interview, and my heart was breaking as I was watching Klopp. Because listen, you mess with Klopp, you mess with the entire Liverpool fan base. Because Klopp literally got us the one thing we've been waiting for the entire time. And the way they hung him out to dry after the Super League thing, and the fact that they were involved in the Super League thing to begin with. They furloughed staff when there was a pandemic. When you see clubs like Chelsea giving like free hotels and not furloughing anyone and stuff, and making the ticket prices £77, even when we were playing horrible, by the way, back then. Back then was 2015, so we weren't even good. We had Benteke up front, and they made the ticket prices expensive then. So imagine, like, no Salah, no Mane, no Firmino, nothing. We had Benteke, and they wanted to increase ticket prices. So let's not act like FSG are this perfect, sinless group and stuff. They make errors, and at the end of the day, like what Zane said earlier with Klopp, this is the only negative with Klopp. He's the perfect manager. I'm happy for him to do anything he wants. But the only negative with him is he is sentimental and he has loyalty to these players. Like a lot of these players, he has loyalty to them. Listen, my thing is this. We can't go for the next 2-3 years with Milner, Origi, Shaqiri, all these players on the bench. We can't. We simply can't, because we can't compete. We can't compete. We've seen it this year. A few injuries and the team's gone. A few injuries and the team's gone. Starting 11, what Zani said is spot on. Starting 11, arguably best in the world. Arguably best in the entire world. But then when you look after that, Shaqiri, Origi, Minamino, all these players, like these players are failing at Southampton, failed at Werder Bremen, failed at these clubs. So what makes you think that yeah, of course I'm FSG out, 100%. 100% I'm FSG out, 100%. I'm going to tell one of my Arab cousin sheiks to come buy the club so we can just buy Mbappe and Sancho and have a nice, relaxing life, just win the league, be Centurion Invincibles. That would be amazing.
Can I say something about this just really quickly? All owners make errors. Yes, all people make errors, but you don't make errors one after the other. First, you want to raise ticket prices. Then you go out and furlough all the staff when you have literally millions and billions in your bank account. Then third, you agree to a Super League without even talking to your team, to your manager, and then just throw him under the bus and make him answer all of the questions. And he well knows that all the media is always going to focus on Liverpool and Manchester United. And because Liverpool were the first big team to play after this whole European Super League, everyone was just going at them, all the media, and Klopp just had to handle it all. And he didn't even know about it. Like, he found out the same way we did. So how can you continuously keep making errors and just say, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and like play a little violin and something. Like, no, that's not on. Like, yes, you make errors, that's fine, but don't keep making them. Like, I understand that there might not be someone who will buy the club right now. I understand that, but then at the same time, I think time's up. Like, I've never been FSG in, FSG out, or whatever. I try to stay neutral, but then at the same time, actions speak louder than words. You look at their actions, how every year they try to do something and it backfired and they never learn. So what's after the next mistake? He's gonna say sorry and everyone's gonna forget? No.
And the literally everything you said is so spot on. And a comment in the comment section proves it immediately from Daryl Wilkinson. He's like, that's 3 hours in how long? FSG outers are so dated. This is my problem with it. Like, you ignored everything we said, and you're just looking at the time frame. Like, you're ignoring that they wanted to not make the government pay for a thing when they are like rich owners and stuff, and they wanted to increase ticket prices. That's okay. And they wanted to be part of the European Super League, absolutely destroying the soul of Liverpool Football Club, who have won the Champions League 6 times and have history with this competition. We were basically out of it, and you're okay with that. But because they made the mistake like once every while, it's somehow fine. It's not fine. Like, the thing is with FSG is we're not even allowed to dream anymore. Like, the whole Mbappe Sancho thing, it's not even a dream anymore. Like, we keep speaking about it every single time. We're like, we just keep like giving ourselves bullshit like thoughts. Like, you know what? Nike is sponsors Liverpool and is sponsoring Mbappe. You know what? LeBron James has a part of Liverpool and is Mbappe's friend. So we just like keep giving ourselves false hope, and we're not even allowed to dream anymore. We're not even allowed to dream anymore. Like, we can't dream of Mbappe, of a Sancho. Mbappe comes out in every interview and is like, Liverpool this, Liverpool that. I want a structure. I want a club, blah, blah, blah. He basically literally just describing us, and would literally say stuff like Klopp is amazing, etc. Would say, I play with Liverpool on PlayStation. Yes, I am that shameless. I'm going to use that line. So he says all that stuff, and we can't even dream about him coming because of FSG. Because FSG prefer to buy a 30 million player so they can just work him like a treadmill for the next 10 years and sell him on after 10 years for like 200 million. This is what they want. We want success for the club. If we buy Mbappe, just think of it theoretically. Mbappe, Salah, Mane as our attack next season. We win every single trophy there is to win. So would that make you happy, comment section, or would that not make you happy because somehow FSG are paying a little bit more wages? Let us know, please.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I think Liverpool are due like a big signing, whether it is Sancho, Mbappe, whoever. Like, why do we always have to buy players who almost no one knows, and then Klopp does his miracle and make them like world-class players? First of all. Second of all, like, yeah, I agree with what's said here that he brought Klopp in, like FSG brought Klopp in. Yeah, good, thanks for that. But then it doesn't outweigh the mistakes they've made. And Klopp is not going to be here forever. The second Klopp leaves, what's going to happen? Will we find another manager like that? I know many people are saying Gerrard this, Gerrard that. I don't think Gerrard is ready yet, but he will be manager at one point, but not right now. So I just don't, like, we need a big signing. We can't keep buying players 20 million, 30 million and hope they are gonna perform. Like, for example, Jota, no one knew about him. Like, these things happen from time to time that you buy a cheap player and they become really well, but it's not like the usual occurrence. It doesn't happen all the time.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And you have examples in the squad as well. Ox, Shaqiri, all these players. Like, it's not. And by the way, the way you can answer that question is the same way he asked you a question where he's like, all owners make mistakes. Well, all owners make right decisions as well sometimes. So I'm not just gonna go like FSG hired Klopp, so FSG in forever. Because as soon as Klopp leaves, trust me, we will be done. We will be done because if they can't find another magician to work with their like bull crap transfer policy, we're done. We're done. We're back to 7th, 8th, and celebrating Carling Cups after beating someone on penalties like Cardiff and stuff. So that's what you can expect.
So about this comment about making 500K per week, I'm not sure it is his wage, first of all. Second of all, we all know that if, for example, we did sign Mbappe, we're not gonna be his final club. He will go to potentially Real Madrid or somewhere because like it's his dream to play there. But as a stopover for a couple of years, why not? Like I think these wages, if we sign him, can you just think about Nike money, about shirt sales? Like literally all of these millions of people are gonna buy Mbappe shirt. Even though if they have like hundreds of shirts at home, they're gonna go and buy it. Like this, all the endorsements and everything, I think you're gonna get money back. And players like Alisson, Fabinho, Mane, Salah, yes, but do you have to they have to understand, and I think they do understand that they're like world-class players, and they're players like Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, and Haaland, who are absolute superstars, and you know that they're gonna get paid more than you. Like for example, in my job, I know that, for example, my manager is someone who has more experience or someone who is better at the job. They get paid more. It's just how it is. Like we can't just put our hands like this and say, "Oh, why is he receiving more money than I am?" It's just how it is.
And I remember one thing: Liverpool won't be paying his full wages by themselves. Because just go read about Ronaldo's wages at Juventus. Juventus can't even afford half of Ronaldo's wages, yet they're paying him that because of sponsors. This is why we say Nike can play a role in this. Nike could literally help off pay Mbappe's wage. So it's not like Mbappe is going to get 500,000 from Liverpool themselves. This is why you have sponsors. And since they sponsor him as well, and what Zane said with the shirt sales, I know for a fact if Liverpool buy Mbappe, it's not even Liverpool fans who are buying that shirt. It's people who like just know Mbappe, PSG fans, whoever. So many people will buy that shirt. It's gonna be incredible. I think it will break records in shirt sales if Mbappe signs for us. So it's not like the sponsors can't play a part in that, because like I said, Juventus have even a more strict wage structure than us, and they can't afford Ronaldo's wage. So please go read about Ronaldo's wage. You'll see how sponsors do get involved in these things.
And one thing I just want to say also, I think you can reach some sort of agreement with Mbappe, even though he will be on very high salary. I get the feeling that he really wants to play for Liverpool. So it is possible to reach some sort of agreement that he doesn't earn like 400K a week or something, just a bit lower, work out a couple of bonuses or stuff like that. Like, I don't think it's impossible. You just have to try, and I don't know, like
the reason you're right is he doesn't seem like a money type of player, if you get me. Like I thought we'd disagree so much, but we've agreed on everything so far. We have agreed on everything, but look, like Mbappe doesn't look like that type of player who just wants money and money and money. I think he's chasing legacy success, so it's not like he's just gonna. Because when you look at it from his perspective, if he comes to Liverpool, wins like 3 leagues in a row, wins 2 Champions League, etc., we would literally like build a stadium, a statue for him outside Anfield. And you know how it is with Liverpool, when this means more thing is not a joke. Because Salah was top 5 Ballon d'Or, so was Mane, and Dijk was almost gonna win it. So it's real. The Liverpool effect is real. It actually does mean more for Liverpool.
I agree. I totally agree. Just to take a little break. Thank you, Doug. Smash the like button and hit the subscribe button for Zana and Husam. So I think Husam's channel is called This Is Football, and I left a link in the description as well. So please subscribe, please follow on Twitter. It doesn't matter if you are top red or you're just a normal.
Even if you're a bottom red, it's okay. I like bottom reds more.
Red, we like all people. Like, you can be mean to us, we're gonna be nice to you. So yeah, just let's go back into it. Let's read some comments. Okay, I think we triggered them so much talking about Mbappe because they would probably want to convert Phillips into a striker.
You know, this is the thing. This is the standard. Like, Nat Phillips comes on, has a few good games, and suddenly he needs to start next to Van Dijk. I'm like, listen, guys, We're trying to win the league here, not finish top four. Please, like,
Like,
can we please all together, like as football fans of Liverpool, can we please just like have higher standards? Here's my thing. I'm gonna make this analogy. It might be a little bit edgy, but I'm gonna make it anyway. When Hicks and Gillette owned us, we were homeless. Okay, so we were homeless when Hicks and Gillette owned us. FSG came and gave us a home. So thank you, FSG. But then they gave us a Bugatti outside the house, which is the Champions League. And then they finally gave us, like, I don't know, like a wife or whatever, and that's the Premier League, which we've been waiting for our entire life. And then they take her away and they take my Bugatti away. Thank you, I have a home, but where's my Bugatti and where's my wife? That's what I want. Like, you can't like make us taste the dream and then take it away. We need to, like, I want us to win the Premier League so bad, because this season City were shit. City were so shit this season. We could have honestly won the league if and remember, for the FSG in people, in January, Klopp wanted a serious centre back. Klopp wanted a serious centre back, and they rejected that and got him Ben Davies, who clearly he doesn't want because he's never even played a single minute, and got him Ozan Kabak, who got relegated with Schalke, who are 19th in the Bundesliga, who as a defender. So the question is, if Klopp is going to FSG asking them for something and he doesn't get it, are you still FSG in? Because Klopp matters to me more than FSG. And remember, Zane and the people watching, we were top of the league in the start of January. So if we bought a serious centre back, we could have easily won this league. Easily won this league.
I agree. And even though, like, I am very grateful for Kabak, very grateful for Phillips, because they came into a team without any rhythm. Like, center back pairings were changing all the time. Like, they change. Well, Kabak changed countries. Phillips never played like such a league game before. So I'm very thankful for them, and probably partially because of them we managed to finish third. But you have to remember that that was an emergency solution, and it wasn't actually what we needed, because until Matip was fit, like, we could like handle it. Yeah, we were first, like, we were playing not maybe really good, but enough to be first. Like, it was all fine. If we would get this, like, even Kaleta Kar or someone like that,
yeah,
it would work out, I think, fine. Of course, we will never know, but we needed that experienced center back. I thought
Phillips isn't that bad as a fourth, fifth choice. That's good. I'm okay. I'm sound with Phillips being fourth, fifth choice to play Carling Cup, etc. You know, this question pissed me off as soon as I read it. You know the problem with this argument, Josh. You're basically asking someone, would you rather get mauled by a tiger or get mauled by a lion? Like, why can't we just not get mauled and have good owners who are neither the Glazers nor FSG? Why is the argument always there are other people shitter than us? Okay, there are other people shitter than us, but at the same time, there are people better than us. Why do we always look behind? We should look up front. Don't look behind. If you're driving and you keep looking in the rear camera, you're going to hit someone in front of you. That's the issue. We need to look at people who are doing better. Don't look at someone who's doing worse and go like, because if I use your example, then I can say, would you rather have FSG or Burnley's owners? Would you rather have FSG or Norwich's owners? We can just go on with 15 other teams, but that doesn't make a difference, man. We should look at how the better teams are run, not how the worst teams are run, because we're already better than them. So what's the point comparing?
Yeah.
Perfect owners are sheiks, Josh, because sheiks will just pump money into the club, don't care about anything. If you buy Mbappe, the sheiks know that we're going to sell shirts within a week. They're going to pay back the 150 million. That's serious. So they're going to get Nike involved in that, and they're going to like sign Klopp everything he needs and basically go all out. And I've had United fans who have actually argued that if Klopp was City's manager for the past 4 or 5 years with the amount they spend, he would have won everything with City, League and Champions League every single season. So it's not like these Arab owners or whoever are some horrible owners. Just let them pump money into the club and let us dream, man. Let us Mbappe, Sancho, same transfer window. Why not? Let's just dream and actually have excitement going on instead of linked to Patson Daka, who I'm so happy is gone to Leicester. I'm so happy. I'm so happy we didn't sign Daka. I'm actually ecstatic that we didn't sign Daka, who's a striker from the Austrian league, who is unproven, who is young still. Which, like, I'm just happy he went to Leicester. I'm happy. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, me too. Like, I wasn't sure about him because you can be great like in Austrian or Bundesliga or whatever, but then you go to Premier League. You look at Werner, you look at Minamino. Like they were one of the top scorers in Bundesliga as well, and they came here, and Werner can't even stay on side. Like, but fine.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for FSG, we wouldn't exist. Dummies, is us the dummies? Okay.
If it was for FSG, Liverpool have existed since 1892 and will continue to exist even if I'm the owner, or Zan is the owner, or this table is the owner, or this chair is the owner, because Liverpool has existed the entire time. So it's not like they wouldn't exist. Because at the time FSG bought Liverpool, there were hundreds of different of people interested. So let's not act like FSG were the saving grace and just like saved our football club, because it's not the case. There were many people interested in buying us, including Abu Dhabi owned Sheikh something. I forgot his name. Sorry. So yeah, thank you, Alan. Thank you.
Maybe let's talk about players we want to get rid of this summer. So Helen is saying Shaq, Ox and Shaq. What do you think?
I'm not gonna lie. I have a thing for Ox. I like Ox because 17-18 when he was fit, he was our best midfielder. And those games against City, I'll never forget. Ox man was playing like prime Gerrard for these two games. So I can't give up on Ox yet. Shaqiri experiment, I'm done with. I'm done with Shaqiri because the guy just gets injured the entire season, comes and plays 3-4 games and takes a medal.
Odds like they're like two huge stones or something. He just gets injured all the time, and he looks like a Hulk or something.
Yes. Trust me, from a semi-muscular guy, sometimes like the muscles actually get you more injuries. Nah, I'm not sentimental, but with Ox, the thing is, every time, can anyone deny that every time when Ox has played, he's been fantastic, genuinely speaking. But Shaqiri has had shit performances. So has Keita. So has Origi, who cost us that game against Burnley, man, when he missed that 1-on-1. That started my entire hate towards Burnley. So like, it's different.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for coming on here. And yeah, Husam, I agree with you. I think actually, like, as everyone know, and many people don't like this fact about me, that I'm like a very new Liverpool fan. Think of it as you want. But when I started to watch Liverpool, Shaqiri actually was one of the players I really liked at first. I think I caught him like in a couple of good games. So I was like, yeah, he's very energetic. His crosses are good. Like his passes are good. But for him to be starting or even to be an impactful sub, I think he's too injury prone and he's not consistent. Like one performance is really well, like how he played against West Ham away. I think this season was, for example, a very good performance. But then he comes on in other games and it's just nothing works. But we need those impactful subs. So I think Shaq needs to go. Ox, I really like Ox as well. I don't know if it's because of Little Mix or something.
Oh my God. You went there. You actually went there. I at least said footballing reasons. That is like Little Mix. I can't believe.
Well, like many people say I don't know anything about football, so I might just throw it in there. But I think he was really good.
When did you start supporting Liverpool, by the way? Because I've never seen you speak about this.
2018.
Ooh, okay. So this is why people would hate?
Yeah.
So what, man? So what? You support
I wrote a blog about it, like how it all started and why I didn't. Because, like, I can say it really quickly here. Like, I'm from Latvia. We're like 130th or something in football. I watch like I'm used to watching ice hockey, basketball, all those kind of sports which are like really intense. And when I watch football, I was like, nothing's happening. Like everything is like in midfield and stuff. But I fell in love with it. So I don't see a reason for hate, because you have to start sometime, and it wasn't because you were like in Champions League final and stuff. No, because I stuck around for this season as well, and I think everyone can see my love, but I'm not here to justify myself. So let's see what people are saying about.
By the way, that 4-0 Barcelona game made so many people fall in love with Liverpool anyway, so you're not on your own, because that game,
I was already a fan before that.
You were before that?
Yeah, so I became a fan. I think it was semi-final of the Champions League we lost. So they're like,
Ooh, so the which semi-final?
I think it
Oh,
was
final.
semi-final. I think we were playing 2018-19 season in the semi-final. Was it Portugal?
18-19 is the season. Nah, forget it. My maths is messed up. Forget it anyway. Forget it.
Because we lost it to Real Madrid in final 2018.
No, 2007 or
18.
18. Yeah, we lost to Madrid. 19, we won it.
Yeah.
20, we won the Premier League. 20,
Yeah.
we won the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun because all the years seems like all together. I don't even know what years now, so, because of this Corona shit. But yeah. Seamus is saying Keita, Origi, Shaqiri, Ox, and Grujic need to go.
Grujic, you're from East Europe and you can't pronounce it. I'm Arab and I can't pronounce it. Come on, Zane. You have to do better.
Actually, that's a Slavic name, and Latvia is not like Slavic language, and Latvia is actually in Central Europe. So
Whatever.
Grujic, but it's probably like Grujic or something if you want to say like super quickly.
Who do you agree with from that list?
I'm not sure about Keita. Like, I thought his time is up, but obviously Klopp wants to give him another chance. But I would get rid of Keita, Origi, Shaq, and Grujic.
Except Ox, so we agree on this as well. Yo, this is madness, man. This is madness. People are like, you are gonna fight, you're gonna argue. If we made that flip fam bet, we would have lost because we haven't argued once yet. We haven't argued once.
Yeah.
Because I'd keep only Ox from that list as well. I'd sell the rest of them.
Yeah. Is Latvian like Hungarian? No. Latvian is a Baltic language, and they're on Latvian and Lithuanian.
Zachary is like Central Europe's debatable.
Google it.
I'm actually going to Google it right now.
Officially Central Europe.
Literally going to Google, is Latvia East Europe? No, it says Latvia is in Northern Europe, on the eastern shores of the Baltic Sea.
Like officially, like in Europe, whatever, if you go, it's classified as Central, I think. Or maybe Northern.
Which countries are your like neighbors?
Estonia, Lithuania, Russia, Belarus.
Ooh, you guys are next to Sweden?
Yeah, like Sweden, we have like a sea border with them.
I never knew that. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I thought that's Eastern Europe, but it's not Eastern Europe because Eastern Europe are there like Ukraine and under, like Romania, Bulgaria. Blah, blah.
Yeah, but like people don't get really into it. They think, oh, you're from Eastern Europe, and it's like everyone's like from Romania or something. Like it's all the same thing. It's like people from America think that London is a country and like the whole
Europe is a country.
Yeah.
I've been to Europe. There is like 900 countries. Where have you been?
No, like where? And this is like a geography and history lesson. Surprised it's not Slavic, surrounded by all them. Yes, we are former Soviet, but we're not really surrounded by Slavic. Only Russia and Belarus.
Do you speak Russian? That's the thing.
Yes, I do.
So you speak Latvian, Russian, English?
A bit of German, and I understand a lot of Dutch because I lived there for years.
Flexing right now, but fair enough.
I know. I can have a conversation with Klopp, you know, like, how are you?
Like you fluently speak it, German
or Russian.
Oh, okay, German. So you speak fluently German as well?
I don't speak fluently German. No, Russian I speak fluently. I speak Russian with my boyfriend because he's Georgian, so I speak Russian. But yeah, people are like moving away from the whole football, but it's fine. Let's see your footballing opinion. Sell Keita to another club.
So they can pay the hospital fees. Wow, Chris, wow. Big up to Chris. Man, I'm done with the Keita thing. I'm honestly done with it. Because you know what the problem is with Keita? He comes and plays 3 good games, and you're like, yes, Naby Keita should start. Then he's injured. So I'm like, nah, we just need more reliable players.
I actually thought that Real Madrid first leg was his last game because Klopp never makes such an early substitutions, and he just then took him off, and I was like,
Yes, that was a little savage. I can't lie. Substituting for like 2 minutes before halftime. That's mad.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was shortly before halftime. Yeah,
Yeah, 43rd minute. I still remember it till now.
should be around
That was
15.
when I started YouTube. Man, these 2 months have flew
Two
by so
months now
quickly.
already, almost 500 subscribers, huh?
Hey, hey.
Well, I'm a woman, so I have 700.
Female tax. Yo, let's not argue, please. Let's not argue.
um. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to put.
Yo, you remember the meltdown on Twitter when England got no votes or UK in the Eurovision thing?
You know, that's not fair because like Latvia didn't qualify, and like UK always qualifies in Germany because like they're founding countries, and then they get 0 points, and I'm like, it's not fair. But yeah, what do you think about this Neuhaus guy? Like,
I don't want him.
you don't want
Simple
him?
as.
Have you seen him
Listen, I'll
play? Or
reserve judgment, okay? Because Klopp, like we said both of us can make miracles. But for people who have never watched him, he is extremely slow. So put extremely slow in Liverpool midfield, and you decide. So I don't want Newhouse. Apparently, it's pronounced Newhouse or something like that. Newhouse, because I think wow, racist Latvian. Yo, Zane is like the less thing than racist, man. Oh, hi. I think this is a top red probably. Hi,
what?
top red.
Is
Hi,
it
hi,
like the
top red.
whole shoot is from the restaurant? Like, how is that racist? Like,
And
how?
you know what's so like ironic in this thing? He says Latvian racism, then says Black Lives Matter when that's like the opposite of racism. So that just shows you're stupid, to be honest.
Yeah, you call me racist and then you say Black Lives Matter. But thanks for joining. Thanks for
Yeah,
making.
thanks, VAD.
I'm gonna earn money from you, so thank you very much.
Yes, increase that watch hours, VAD. Please stay till the end and keep sending hate. We got you, bro. Keep sending.
We got
I
you.
think, look, Newhouse. I don't like him. I think he's too slow. I'm gonna support him when he plays for us, but at the end of the day, I'm not too happy about it. I'm not too excited. I'm not jumping because we signed Newhouse. I'm okay with it. We'll see what happens, but I'm just not happy about it, to
Do
be
you think
honest.
it's a done deal though?
Unfortunately, yes. My sources have told me that it is an inside deal.
Ketchup, mayo.
No cap. My sources actually did tell me that.
Okay. Matip, do you want to talk about Matip? I think he is probably one of the best center backs in Premier League when he's fit. Like he's really good, but he's never fit. So I think that's the whole issue.
I think I read somewhere that Matip has played 27 games in the past 2 years. Now, if that itself isn't an indication, no one can deny that Matip is a brilliant defender when he plays. The problem is we have to end that sentence with when he plays. So the answer is in the sentence itself. We can't have a defender who plays 9 games a season and then gets injured. This is why we have to put sentiment to the side, okay? We know he played well against Barcelona. We know all this shit, man. But like, sell Matip and just get someone else because Matip is just not reliable. There are so many players we could sell theoretically in this team, but I don't know if it will happen. And Matip probably is staying.
Matip is made of glass. True. This is about Neuhaus that he's not slow, but like I can't participate in this debate because I haven't seen him play.
Edward, deceptively quick is a false statement in itself because I could say that about everyone. I'm like, I'm slow when I run, but I'm deceptively quick because I could be quick if there's a snake running after me. So let's not say this whole deceptively quick thing. Go actually, I've watched the man. I've actually watched him, and when I've watched him, he's very slow. So we need athletic midfielders because we rely on Trent and Robertson to create, along with Salah and Mane. So yeah, so we can't have a slow midfielder. Can't have a slow midfielder. Boo.
I'm reading some of the comments, by the way.
Matip or Kabak?
You know, I
That's a
like
tough
I liked him, and I
thing.
thought he was gonna be a great player when he not grows up, becomes older and with experience and stuff. So
I'd say Kabak as well, just because of reliability.
I think we need like 5-6 center backs like in our team. So
7, 8 after the season. 9, 10. I don't care. Buy all the center backs in world football.
yeah. Thank you very much. I do, but I don't mind them.
Out. Or, no, actually, Minamino, you know what? I'd keep, to be honest. Because he provides a different option, so I'd keep him. It's not like we need to sell all our bench, by the way. That's not what we're saying. We can't sell the entire bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to keep Minamino. Keep Minamino, I'd say.
Like I have such like I'm literally Klopp because I have sentiments for all the players. Like I have Minamino. I just feel so sorry for him. Like he's such a sweet guy. Like he's like always on the side, and he feels like. But then at the same time, you can't have sentiments in football. You can't like if you're not good, you move on. But I think he offers enough. Like I found it really weird that when he played that game against Crystal Palace and he played well, he scored. He never played after that. So I kind of didn't get it. Yeah, Klopp said we need like taller people to receive balls in, but I don't know. I thought he always brings a lot of energy. Maybe he goes too deep sometimes, but I would keep him for a while and then just see how it goes.
Same.
So what's happening?
Daryl, by the way, there makes a factual statement that Grujic is better than Neuhaus, and he is. No cap. Grujic is actually better than Neuhaus. Neuhaus, look, the way Liverpool play do not suit Neuhaus. We are not 2009 Barcelona who need people to pass left and right. We have runners in midfield, and he's not a runner. He's not a runner at all, and he's very slow, man. That is like, why do people want to sell the entire Liverpool bench? We don't. We're keeping Minamino and Oxlade-Chamberlain, so respect the people we keep.
And
yeah.
we said we could keep Kabak as well, so.
Yeah, I would keep Kabak. You know what's messed up? Liverpool's official Twitter keeps posting like Kabak stuff. I'm like, yo,
so much.
Are we signing him or not? Because if we're not signing him, this is gonna be dead awkward now. Because you're just posting the hell out of this Kabak stuff, Kabak news, Kabak Turkey. I'm like, but are we actually gonna keep him? Like, what's happening here?
He was in like our new jersey in those pictures as well, like jersey of next season.
Yeah.
And like you could tell he wants to play for Liverpool. Like even when he was injured last couple of games, he was like, "Yes, we deserve to play in Champions League. Well done, guys. We are there." And I was just like, "Oh my god, I feel so sorry for you," because I really thought he's like a great option. Like
Same.
Just for squad depth to play like a couple of league, like FA Cup or Carabao Cup or some games against I don't know, like teams who came up from relegation. Like it isn't a bad option. So
it's not.
Yeah,
it's a good option to be honest, Kabak. But I don't know if we're letting him go or keeping him. I honestly have no idea.
I agree with this. The sentiments don't win you trophy. I totally agree. I just say how I am, but then at the same time, I understand that it doesn't win you trophies. So you need to be a bit of a badass in football. Like you can't just sit on your laurels and wait that things will happen just like that with the same people all the time. If it would happen like that, then a player joins his first team and then he like finishes his career in the same team. But it doesn't happen like that. You're not good enough or you're too good. Things happen. You move on.
Yeah. Sentiment gets you nowhere in football, man. Yeah. Ferguson never had sentiment, and he's the perfect example of domination, because we got bullied our entire childhood for supporting Liverpool because of Ferguson. So I think that's a perfect example.
I agree, Helen, that there are some stupid comments on here, but it's fine. Like we expected this.
Give her watch hours. Support the channel by you staying here. Yes, just stay here and keep hating, please.
I know you have to go to do the watch along, so we're just gonna last couple of questions and then I'll let you go. Someone said there's no AC in Latvia. Well, there is. We're not like we're in Europe, like in European Union, so we don't live in trees and stuff. So it's fine. someone else agrees with you. That
Thank you. Thank
yeah.
you. Whoever this guy is, Liverpool fan since 2007, thank you for agreeing because we don't want Daka. I'm so happy he's left to someone else. Like, I would have been so mad if we signed Daka. As angry as Adrian contract. No cap.
At least we
Honestly.
got that out of the way at the beginning, so we can just have fun now. Of us expanding the KOP at some point in future. I don't know. I think the expansion they're doing now is like the only stand they can expand. All the others, I don't think they can. If they want to do expansions, they have to take down some houses and stuff. So I don't think they're gonna do that. The bench might be made of glass, but when they're fit, they're boss. Yeah, but they almost never fit. Like, for example, just quickly, like you can look at our midfield, and all of our midfield are injury prone. All of them, like literally all of them. And
Daryl, the bench is there for when people get injured. So the people who are there for the people who get injured can't get injured. Because then it destroys the entire purpose of you being there. You're there, so if person A gets injured, so you get injured before person A does. So what's the point of you then? Like, that's my thing. Matip would get injured in training because he scored the header. Like, in training, he would get injured. Like, so that's the thing with, we can't keep relying on this. Oh, when they play, they're fantastic, but they never play. So it doesn't matter that he's fantastic.
It's again about sentiments. It's again about that. Like,
Yeah.
like literally, if you count how many games Matip has played during the time he's been with us, I don't think there are that many. I don't think, are there even 100? I don't think there are. So
No, 100.
I think it's like
He's played 28 games over the past 2 seasons. 100, what 100? 100, no. I wouldn't.
I don't know about him, to be fair. I don't know.
I wouldn't. Serie A striker will fail Premier League 99% of the time.
I think we need like a proper striker. We need Mbappe.
Yes. Get me Mbappe. I will do anything if we sign Mbappe. I will shave half my head off and keep the other half and then dye it with the France colors. Like, I will, anything for Mbappe. I'm happy to do that because we just, the dream of Mbappe running at defenses while the KOP is singing his name and Mane is on one wing and Salah is on one wing. We would destroy everyone, bro.
Yeah, well, let's leave this on this comment. Klopp needs to be ruthless this summer. I think FSG need to be ruthless as well. They need to give Klopp what he needs, at least to pay back a little bit for what they've done. But yeah, I think this has been a really fun live. Thank you so much for joining. I'm very surprised that we haven't fought and I haven't disconnected you.
Wow, so this is what you were thinking of doing, huh? Disconnecting me. Nice.
I have my mouse on the remove button. No, I'm joking.
It's okay. I've had fun as well. And like you said, I expected us to disagree more, but thank God we have not disagreed. At the end of the day, we're two people who have common sense. Most of the time I'm right, and like a little bit of time you're right. So it's normal for us to agree. So this is just what happens. This is just what happens.
This was this time, like this little time when I'm right as well. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Husam, just give your channel a quick shout out.
People, we are running a football channel called This is Football for all football fans. I know most of you are Liverpool fans, but it's for all football fans. We are actually doing a Germany-Portugal watch-along in 2 minutes. So if you want to come and join and subscribe, it's a channel for all football fans. We've had Lee Judges on. We've had Grizz Khan on. A lot of things are happening on the channel right now. And yeah, that's basically it. Just a general football channel for everyone. And you're more than welcome to come and join me as well for the watch.
Yes, I left a link to your channel as well. Please go subscribe. Please go watch the watch along. I think I left your Twitter handle in the description box as well. But yeah, guys, subscribe to my channel as well. Everyone is welcome. Thank you for watching, and yeah, have a good one, guys. Peace out.